My life is wrapped up in the life of the one we knew as Prince Rogers Nelson. I met him when I experienced a clinical death on July 20th, 2010. The thing is this, you guys, during that life after death meeting in the afterworld, I was told that it wasn't just me that died. I was told that the world ended and that my death experience was being, how do I say, implanted in me so that in 2020, when somehow, some way we were, I don't know, something happened and time was juked with and restarted in some way. The creator started speaking to me about my clinical death that happened in 2010, in the spring of 2020. I've been working on getting it out for 5 years now. Has everything to do with God, the creator, Prince Rogers Nelson, Paisley Park, dark evil forces, the lie of Christianity, the truth of Judaism, the truth of one creator. And it's so deep. It's very difficult to get it all out in order. I get so excited. I get ahead of myself. It's a trip to remember all the things that I remember. I don't even think it's a matter of me remembering. I think it's a matter of the creator sharing with me through the visions and dreams and meditations and recollections. It's very difficult to put the story together because, let me reiterate, July 20th, 2010, I am under the impression that I died of a heroin overdose. Sometimes people think the shiz that I'm saying is crazy because they think I was just on drugs. But what I'm saying is that death experience in the life after was told to me by sky people, otherworldlies, along with the one we know as Prince Rogers Nelson as the creator. I'm trying to figure out in my mind if it's something to do with Anunnaki, because I always call them sky people. And I knew, because the creator, again, I always say the one we knew as Prince Rogers Nelson because there's something to do with souls and images. So when I say the creator, I'm talking about the one that we knew as Prince Rogers Nelson, not Prince. He showed himself to me as otherworldly, and I have plenty of videos talking about it. But more important, he explained that our worldly perception, especially, in Christianity and all kinds of religions, they're so skewed about the definition of God, the creator. I've said in my other videos that when I was in the life beyond, I saw the creator and my own life experiences from beginning to end, okay? I've been told how I'm going to leave this world and my son. So the things that I'm saying are very real. I am very sane. And these things will come to pass. I was told that somehow, some way, our world ended on July 20th, 2010, because the one we know as Prince Rogers Nelson, who is also the creator and sustainer in a way that I cannot explain, that he is as a machine man who has been held captive in hypnotic state of psychopharmacology.
Slowly candle burns, where they learn hypnosis. How they keep me under for so long. What's wrong? Well, I tell you, they just keep trying to break my heart.
Things have been done. If you think about the lyrics to the song, it's PM Dawn, and he says, marionette strings. I thought of all the trouble they'd bring. The other sky people, musicians, the others, music and the marionette strings, much like Pinocchio, are how they play in this world. They can't stay in this world, but they can play in this world. And the creator, the one we knew as Prince Rogers Nelson, is the one giving them the power to be who they are and sustain their performances and various things. I can't really explain. It has to do with the music industry. So either you like perform satanically or you perform more for God, and you don't sell your soul to the devil. But in the way that we have seen recently, that there is a great deal of evil in the music industry and in our world. I've said many times that I was told in the afterlife that Prince was going to be called an alien antichrist. This is like kind of, I mean, it's like I said, it's a long story. Because he allowed the others by way of contract to play musically in the world, the evil ones, they considered themselves stuck here and they want to be paid for their time here. So when the creator, Prince Rogers Nelson, actually passed away from AIDS, the way that I understand it, on July 20th, 2010, the world stopped. Somehow, some way, I'm not the creator, I can't explain it. He said that in the instant that happened, and he told me all kinds of things in the afterlife about how he was performing as a man, but he was a soul, and he could always hear somebody else talking to him, but he didn't know who it was. He didn't know if he was crazy. He always talks about having an angel looking over him. And it was explained to me in the afterlife that was me, and that's why I had to be brought there that moment in time. And to the best of my recollection, I overdosed on my bedroom floor, but when I got to the heavenlies, it wasn't heaven, not like this photo here. It was a space place. The creator explained to me that what we know in this world as reality is not reality, that it's an illusion. It's what we consider paranormal. It has a lot to do with the illusion of false religion, because since the beginning of time, our mentality has been tweaked, and now that we're in this redo since the spring of 2020 and beyond, it's even more computerized than it's ever been. You think about it, we all went on COVID lockdown, everybody stopped working at their jobs, they went to working at home, you couldn't gather in 10 groups of 10 or more, absolutely insane. We were somehow brought back as a people. I don't know how. It was explained to me that, as sages teach, and I've heard my rabbi talk about how sleeping is 1/60th of death, and it had something to do with that, with us being unaware of what's being done to us when we sleep.